be united at all levels of this business, be it at the phone team, PACE meeting, or this open meeting. And anybody who walks in here sees that. So, which is very good. It's a plus for us. And we know that this business is actually a monkey see, monkey do business. So when we do something, whenever we do something that is positive, our downline say, people around say, and if you stay united with your upline, your downline see that, and that's what they're going to emulate. So you don't want to do anything or pass on something negative. So give them that, so they don't have that disunity. So they know that we have unity in this business. So they continue in that very train. So which is the unity in the business, and it leads to growth eventually. Our personal examples, I gave the example of the team goal. Other than the 4 basics, we use the 3 powers to grow our business. Because the 4 basics is actually keeping us busy. However, the 3 powers keep the business together. Because the relationships that we build, the team work, and everything that we bring together, that brings everybody together, and eventually we have growth. So that has really changed the face of the business. We build our business daily following the 3 powers, and I encourage everybody to do the same. The benefits. Actually, because if you don't do that, what's the consequences if you don't maintain the 3 powers? Your business becomes stagnant, right? And we don't want that, because what stagnant water does what?
Stinks.
Awesome. Awesome. So we are encouraged to dream of the future, right? Forgive the past and live the present. I'm gonna say that again. Dream the future, forgive the past, and live the present. Because sometimes you just want to dwell on the fact that, oh, I would have done this, I would have done that, I would have been more united, or I would have been more submissive to my upline, or maybe help my downlines more. If that didn't happen, you can learn from today to do better than what you have done before. So don't dwell on what you didn't do before, so you can move forward and grow. Okay, guys? I'm just going to encourage you guys to go out there, do the 3 powers, and grow. But before I bring up my hero here, we have a little announcement to make. I know it's like everybody knew, but I thought everybody knew, but it's like some people are still wondering, like, what's going on? So I'm wondering, oh, is Nicky gaining weight? Yes, I am gaining weight. But there is a good reason for the weight gain, guys. There is a good reason for the weight gain, because come February, we're expecting a new one. So thank you. He's gonna be a baby boy, so cool, Junior. So we are excited, and it's been an amazing journey, because I'm very strong and very energetic. I don't get sick and all that, so we just thank God for that. And cool, just hanging in there with cool and going through this journey has been an amazing thing. So we just thank God for our daily blessings. And I'm just going to bring up my hero here. Just thank you for being who you are, and for being the amazing leader and an amazing mentor to me and to the rest of the team. So just thank you so much. I love you.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Good job, Miss Nicky.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yes.
Great training. I can't wait to listen to your CD.
Yeah,
I'll just hit straight to the 3rd power. The power of spoken words. Speak what you want, not what you don't want, even if you don't have it. Speak. If you don't have something and you want that, keep speaking what you want, because that's how you go. You get it. Say this with me. I'm a winner.
I'm a winner.
I got what it takes.
I got what it takes.
That's it, period.
That's it, period.
Keep telling yourself this, and it's going to happen in your life. You live the way you speak. So the question is, how do you speak to yourself on a daily basis? Do you speak negative when you're home, at work, and then when you come to the meeting, you're all fired up and stay positive? You will not go nowhere. If you want to speak positive, you got to speak positive everywhere you are. It does not have to be only in the open meeting or where there are ideals. Keep talking to yourself first. Speak to yourself in front of your mirror. Tell yourself who you are. The man in the mirror never lies. Whatever you tell him, that's what you understand. Speak to yourself on a regular basis. Positive things. Speak what you want. Speak to yourself positive things. The power of spoken word is very, very strong. You are snared by the words of your mouth. The Bible says, life and death are in the power of the tongue, and those that know it shall eat the fruit thereof. So if you know that life and death is in it, you don't want to die, you want to live. How many of us will, when there is a situation, oh, I'm dead? You keep saying that to yourself, and when something happens in your life, you say, I don't know why this happened. You've been killing that thing for a long time. What is it that you've been killing in your life? Oh, I knew it's going to happen to me. What is that you knew was going to happen to you? When it happens now, it's that, I can't believe it happened to me. Can you switch that? Switch what you say to yourself. Stop telling yourself that you knew all the bad things that will happen. Can you start telling yourself that you know all the good things that can happen? You can say it. It's a choice thing. How can you do it? How can you say it? A lot of us grew up negative. Majority of the world population is negative. In order to get positive, you need a different mindset. There's something called NMA. Negative mental attitude. NMA. And so many people are used to that. That's why they say, nobody's positive. Everybody in the world is negative. Do you know everybody in the world? No. Because we always portray who we are. So we tell everybody that everybody in the world is negative. We're just telling people that we are negative. But we're using a smart way to say it. But when you're positive, you don't say everybody in the world is negative. Because you say, I'm positive. Because that's a good thing. So you want to switch and get to PMA, positive mental attitude. And how does that happen? Hang around people that are positive. Read positive mental attitude books. Listen to series that will take you somewhere. Sit down around leaders that will get you to where you want to go. Because the way they talk, you start changing the way you talk. You cannot change it by yourself. And when you read these books, so many things happen in your life. You gotta be persistent and consistent in your speech. Be persistent in your speech pattern. It's not today, Tuesday, or on 14, or on Friday at Pace Meeting that you gotta be positive. It's a lifelong journey. It took you a long time to stay negative. It's going to take you a long time to go positive. So you gotta continue the journey. You can miss today, but come back tomorrow. Don't ever give up. Because nobody's perfect. We are all on a journey, and we should make that thing happen to us.
Yes.
So, you gotta keep telling yourself you're a winner. Why do you say, ask yourself a question? Somebody comes in the building and they say, man, I like your shoes. Guess what people say? I just bought that shoe for $20. Who asked you if you bought the shoe for $20? Because of the negative in you, you try to refuse the wholehearted praise I'm giving you. You bring yourself down and you bring me down. Whoever tells you good stuff and you turn it to negative, you're bringing both you and the person down. It don't matter if you bought it for $10 million or $1. I like your tie. Honestly, that's what I like. So what should you say? Thank you. Because of the negative in you. Oh man, this tie, I just got it the other day for $5. Now you reject my wholehearted praise. All I needed for you to say thank you, so I feel complete. Because we're negative, we cannot complete that circle. You don't matter if you're in the midst of positive people, when you stay positive and somebody says stuff like that to you and you say, oh man, I'm just hanging in there. Hanging in where? On a rope? Or on a thread? Are you hanging? You want to kill yourself? No, you don't hang anywhere. Hanging is not the what you have to say. You know what to say, keep saying it. Compliment is very simple. Just say yes. thank you. Appreciate that. Learn it on a regular basis. You cannot just stand one day and do it. Keep learning it. If it's hard, tell yourself, I like my shoe, and tell yourself, thank you. Keep practicing it. Before you know it, somebody tells you that, you're going to say thank you. I like your haircut. Man, I don't know what this guy just did in my head. Don't reject good stuff. Say thank you. Because if you don't say thank you, you're bringing the other person down. Oh, that's a nice car. Man, I love that car. Man, you don't know what that car is doing to me. Do I want to know? Accept what I said. Just make my whole praise be complete. You are afraid to speak positive because you've been too negative. And you're comfortable with the past because the future is unknown. If you don't understand faith. If you understand faith, you will be comfortable with the future. You won't go for the future. You will work on that. There's a saying I always hear that if your head is above water, it don't matter how deep the water is. So long as your head is above water and you can swim across, who want to know how deep the water is? But when you're in water, that's when they want to figure out how deep the water is. So keep your head above water so you can be able to keep going. And you cannot do this without reading. I just said I will share some stuff with you guys. This is books I have read the past 3.5 years. Cool. This is one. This is 38. I just finished a book called Breakthrough. 131 books in 3.5 years. All you do is read Book of the Month. How are you going to stay positive? You got to read Book of the Month and then add something in it. Because that negative has been so long in your life. If you really want to kill it, you got to smash it. Work on it. That's the only way you can get better. Listen to CDs on a regular basis. Not only when your downline and your upline is coming to your house. Or when you're coming to the meeting, you know somebody's going to talk to you, or you want to carry somebody in your car. You need these things to grow. You can't fake it in life. Read on a regular basis. Keep reading. It can't kill you. It can only increase your knowledge. One great guy from India, he had been the president of India for a long time, in the 70s. He said, the more you read, the more you get better and you can control your team. He gave a story where one time he was in charge of a scientific program where they were sending rockets to the moon. And his technician said, the rocket is ready, press the button, override it, and just press the button, and it's going to work. They listened to the technician. He's not a technician. He did that, and what happened? It exploded. People in it passed away. But what happened? There was a press conference. His boss came in and stood for the press conference. How many people, when your downline do something wrong, you want to tell the whole world that your downline did something wrong? Because you don't read. If you read, you know that as a leader, you have to take your responsibility when things are not going right. His boss stood and answered and said, this is the first error. We're going to make sure that this thing works next time. The next time when he worked, the boss never showed up. He sent him. Now he was the one standing in front. How many of us, when there's a situation in our business, we stand up front? But when we read, we know that leadership starts with you. Leadership is an influence game. So he said something that I have to share with you. He said there are 4 things in his life that he always remembers. He says, learning leads to creativity. Creativity leads to thinking. Thinking creates knowledge. And knowledge makes you great. Learning. So you have to read. You have to learn on a regular basis. These are the things that can only make you positive. Learning leads to creativity. Because now you are creative in your mind. And creativity leads to thinking. And when you think, I want to see what you can do. Thinking leads to knowledge. And that knowledge makes you great. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate your time. And I'll hand you back to your host, Mr. Ken Tolanko.